Let me ask you a simple question. Can you fall asleep by trying harder? In fact, the harder you try, the more awake you become. Life often works the same way. We have been taught that if something is valuable, it has to be difficult. But what if that belief is actually making life harder than it needs to be? In the next 3 minutes, I will show you 3 simple ideas that completely changed how I think about life and success, and why trying harder is not always the answer. Hello, I am Ratul. Welcome to Smart Self. When I was younger, I believed something that most of us believe. If I wanted something badly, I just had to try harder. More effort, more sacrifice. And if I wasn't getting results, I thought the answer was simple: try even harder. And honestly, it only made me more frustrated. Then I noticed something strange. The harder I force something, the harder they become. It's called the backwards law. Chase happiness, it runs from you. Force creativity, it dies on the page. Think about it like trying to hold a bird. Grip too tight, you crush it. Hold too loose, it flies off. There is this one exact pressure where it stays. So, if trying harder is not the answer, then what is? Here is another mistake almost all of us make. We think doing more means making more progress, but life rarely works that way. Imagine two students studying for the same exam. One studies for 10 hours a day, but spends most of the time reading notes and getting distracted. The other studies for just 4 focused hours, practicing the topics that matter most. Who do you think learns more? The second student wins almost every time. Why? Because not every hours create the same value. This idea is called 80-20 principle. 20% of what you do creates 80% of your results. So here is the smart move. Stop treating every task like it matters equally. It doesn't. Find your vital 20% and give them your best effort. But even if you find your important 20%, there is still one mistake people make. Imagine someone who wants to get fit. On the first day, they spend 3 exhausting hours on the gym. The next day, they are so sure they don't want to go back. Now, imagine someone else. They exercise for just 30 minutes, then they come back the next day and the next. Nothing seems to change, but they keep showing up anyway. After a year, who do you think has the better body? The person who tried the hardest or the person who kept showing up? That's the compound effect. Life does not reward one extraordinary effort, it rewards ordinary actions repeated over and over again. So instead of asking, how can I work harder? Ask yourself, what is the one small action I can repeat every single day? Because success is not about trying harder, it's about giving small actions enough time to become something extraordinary. When you put all of these ideas together, you start seeing success differently. Life is not asking you to suffer more, it's asking you to think better and work smarter. And if you are curious about people who build their whole life without even posting a single photo on social media, I broke that down in this video. Click on the video on the screen and I will see you there.